Why tribunal should not sack me over 30-year-old US court judgment cited by Obi, says Tinubu. Okay, well, the witness that went to the tribunal said yes, it was true that he forfeited that. So they are not saying that it didn't happen, but it's over 30 years. President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima, in their final response to the Presidential Election Petition Court, stated why their electoral victory should not be voided on the basis of a 1993 United States District Court judgment that ordered Tinubu to forfeit $460,000 suspected to be proceeds of drug trafficking. Their legal team, led by Wole Olanipekun SAN, contended that the said drug forfeiture order was issued 30 years ago, 1993, and that the Section 137(1)(e) of the 1999 Constitution states that a conviction has expired after 10 years. The submissions were contained in a final written address of Tinubu and Shettima legal teams obtained by the Whistler, dated July 14th. The address was in reaction to part of the petition of the presidential candidates of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, who told the PEPC to declare that Tinubu was at the time of the presidential election on February 25 not qualified to contest the polls or any other election in Nigeria as result of the forfeiture order. The Whistler reported that Obi's legal team, led by Dr. Levi Uzoku SAN, maintained that Tinubu was fined in the United States after over alleged narcotics trafficking, which amounts to a criminal offense in Nigeria. They also brought a witness to testify in that regard while submitting the said judgment as exhibit before the court. The petitioners further plead that the Tinubu was also at the time of the election not qualified to contest for election to the office of president, as he was fined the sum of $460,000 for an offense involving dishonesty, namely narcotics trafficking, imposed by the United States. Meanwhile, Tinubu's lawyers raised objection to the judgment cited by Obi, adding that even if it was a criminal conviction, the laws of Nigeria have rendered it ineffective because the developments took place in 1993, 30 years ago. So now don't hear so. It is in their final report too, before they will start their judgment. All these face-saving write-ups are not necessary now. He should have sent this to the tribunal, not social media, which they claim to disdain. I think the tribunal is just following due process. Otherwise, this case should have ended. Tinubu did not win, was clearly shown. Tinubu is loaded with crimes and errors that in a sane climb, he shouldn't even have been given the opportunity to contest. Let them shift, Jerry. What do you mean by that? That it has passed away. Why did you commit the crime in the first place? But why is it you see a bunch of crooks and criminals? You can see the way they are doing manipulation. Carry this on, put everything in opposition, join this thing, join a cabinet, so that they will say, oh, it's an inclusive president. All those on Abubu. Once you are in, yes, okay. Over 30 years ago, since you are part of the drug deal, please resign now. Whether 200 years ago, to avoid disgrace. Criminals can't rule Nigerians. Only Tinubu for drug, Shettima for Boko Haram. Why? When we have potential in Nigerian leadership, Tinubu and Shettima should resign to avoid disgrace. But they claim there was no conviction. How dehumanizing it must be to defend evil. I don't even know much the law says in regards to this, but I just believe that a criminal is a criminal unless he repents. Full of criminal offenses. Shameless APC and INEC chairman Yakubu Mahmood and APC want to make mockery of this country by forcibly announcing selecting Tinubu as preferred candidate or president. The current country is already a mockery. Don't even bother yourself to say nothing. Other countries are just using it to feather their nest as with the recent appointment as ECOWAS chairmanship. Dubious, fraudulent, and lazy minds will always search for ridiculous reasons for support. Why were Peter Obi and Osiku looking for 30-year-old matter in America to prove their case? Why not concentrate on visible notes cast on at election? You think it's only this one? They have a loads of charges against him. A good leader always starts with good example. Your so-called Tinubu is a drug lord. So see this one, they are looking for other alternative or other reasons to or sit Tinubu. No wonder he's saying they should not use 25%. You've not heard about the 25% issue again. Vote cast at the election are part of the petition. Why do you think those CTCs of election forms were brought to court as evidence? Some of you are quick to descend on a young girl who manipulated her JAMB score, but quick to forgive a grown man who forged the certificates and committed a drug-related crime. You back because evil feeds you and yours. Shame. What about the falsified figures exposed by the certified true copies of INEC? Conviction does not expire, but you knowingly contested for governor for Lagos State against the law, and when you were accused and prosecuted by Fawemi, everything was closed down somehow, hoping that the same can be done. You embark to be president knowing the skeletons you have. And again, somebody tried to use Apapa and Arabambi to illegally withdraw Labour Party and Peter Obi's so that there will be no case. Nothing this APC government will not even teach us in this country. So they are telling us that crime has expiry dates. That's what they are saying. Expiry dates. They should be ashamed of themselves, honestly. Once a criminal is always a criminal. Oh, all of these Agbado people, I know they say them for years. You see, our Nigeria students of Cyprus 19 years carry drugs, which it gave us bad names. I said Nigeria should be expecting more things. Many crimes to happen since our people refuse to say the truth. The punishment of God is not only one person for people that refuse to say the truth, destroying Nigeria. I want all judges, lawyers, all world looking at you. Tinubu himself know is not the winner. This is what happens in Abidjan, Alassane and Gbagbo. The youth of Ivory Coast join hand with Olode train fight for their rights. I've always said the only thing for me for this man is baggages. Everything about him is shrouded in secrecy. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.